Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
Ripple has the potential to become the highest valued company in history. That is because in addition to being valued as a profitable company, it also has the XRP escrow it owns, which is like having gold in your treasury. That's exactly what it's like. What would the value be of the Federal Reserve if you were able to own it? Ripple's price comparison should be thought of like that because it is going to run all the money. Ripple is here to make a dent in the universe. Their words, not mine. For my back-of-the-envelope calculation to add to your own investment research, not financial advice, listen here. Okay? And so she did an actual video, and I haven't had time to go and watch it yet, but you should. All right, check this out. I found this morning randomly, and I want to show it to you. Remember the video we had where Bob Pisani, this is from June 6th of 2018, just a few days before the Hinman Ethereum Free Pass speech. If you remember, Bob Pisani interviewed Jay Clayton in this exact same booth, okay? Well, I didn't know, but he also interviewed Brett Redfern, the SEC Director of Division of Trading and Markets, on June 6th. So the same day that he talked to Clayton, he talked to this guy. Listen up.
Thanks very much, Melissa. Brett, we've known each other many years, but this is our first interview in your role as Division Director of Trading and Markets at the SEC. Let me just pick up on the whole Bitcoin blockchain issue. We spoke to Chairman Clayton this morning. He made it very clear that he was supportive of the concept of the blockchain, but he was not going to change the definition of a security to suit anybody's interest. When can we expect some clarification on some important issues? For example, are ICO securities, is alt currencies, altcoins like Ripple and Ether securities as well? Give us some idea of when we might be able to get clarification.
You know, one thing that I've realized when looking at these issues is that it's not as obvious as you would think, right? So we've had a number of different products that we've looked at, and we've created this prong test, the Howey test, where people look at the different characteristics and have to determine it's a security. And quite frankly, not all of them are obvious on its face exactly what it is. So we continue to try to clarify where possible. I think that there will be more statements coming forth from the Commission on this. But in the meantime, we're highly encouraging any market participant who's involved in the space to really look at these products and run that test and decide whether or not they meet the prongs of being defined as a security.
The chairman declined to say whether Ether or Ripple were actual securities, but is it fair to say that this is likely ultimately going to be litigated in the courts?
It's unclear to me whether or not that's going to be litigated, and I don't want to speak about any specific products, and I do believe that there will be statements on at least one of those products forthcoming in the future about, providing some more guidance on that.
All right, so he knows that Ethereum's about to get a free pass, and Bob Pisani, in my opinion, knows that Ripple's going to be sued. I believe CNBC was fed all the information all along. This is just my observation.
So I don't know what the likelihood is of litigation though on those specific products.
So we're really still 6 months, a year down the road. I guess the community keeps asking us, when will we get some clarification? Will we know a year from now? Will these issues be resolved?
I mean, I think the messaging from the chairman and the commission has been pretty clear that when he looks at ICOs, there's a number of these products where he has said they do meet the definition of a security. And by meeting the definition of a security, there's a lot of things that go along with that. There's broker-dealer registration, are you trading on a registered exchange or an ATS? And so I think that, it behooves all of the attorneys and accountants and everybody else out there looking at these things to run that test.
All right. And so then there's this. This happens to be Brett Redfern, the guy you just saw talking. And this is his resume, part of it. He's the head of, after he left the SEC, he's the head of capital markets at Coinbase. Then he goes to Securitize. But if you look down below, where did he leave to come to the SEC? That would be JP Morgan. All right, Digital Perspectives. Brad Combs had done two really important tweets in my opinion. He's addressing something that I think is important. He's asking Perianne Boring of the Digital Chamber of Commerce, will you make a public statement calling for a public audit of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, Ethereum Consensus, as majority shareholders have done? Why have you not offered assistance to John Deaton, 65,000 XRP investors? Do you represent the industry or special interests? Then he does the same thing with Jake Chervinsky, who is the Blockchain Association. Will you come out and make a public statement calling for a public audit of Ethereum, Enterprise Ethereum Alliance and Consensus, just like the majority of shareholders have done? If you're an industry leader, why has your organization been silent on John Deaton class action lawsuit? And then TAIG put another one out there. You seeing a pattern here yet, folks? I've aggressively challenged Jerry Brito. Jerry Brito is the executive director at Coin Center. Okay? On multiple occasions for comments I've heard him make to Gary Gensler on video. Not once did he ever respond and try to clear things up for us. Not one single response. Just blocked. And then he goes on and shows he also hates Ripple. And he shows this where Jerry Brito has put this out. He says his Coin Center is, I didn't know this. Coin Center is funded by Andreessen Horowitz, the same VC that helped Ethereum get its free pass from the SEC. And then he's got a whole thread on this. But again, this is another supposed crypto industry trade group that, from all indications, are just there for Bitcoin and Ethereum. I haven't seen these guys talk anything, help Charles Hoskinson or talk about anything Cardano related. It's all Bitcoin and Ethereum from what I can tell. And then Jeremy Hogan asked the question. He says, I can't believe that there's not one crypto trade group or entity out there who won't stand up and help John Deaton. This is an important brief in a case that will impact the future of the entire industry. Is he really going to be flying solo? Anyone? And I said, believe it. For years now, we've watched a coordinated push to give Bitcoin and Ethereum a monopoly in the crypto industry. There are many involved, and it's not by accident. And then John Deaton this morning had tweeted this out to Anthony Pompliano and his brothers. Pomp, I'm surprised you and your show have been silent on all of this. The XRP case could literally dictate the future of altcoins based on precedent. Then he's asking about the trade associations here. I think John Deaton and Jeremy Hogan know something. There's someone that's not playing fair ball here, and I think they're on top of it now. And here to further illustrate, now think about what we've seen for 3 to 5 years now. On CNBC, who every time CNBC comes on, it's always a theme of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Every once in a while they'll mention Dogcoin, maybe even XRP, but it's all usually under a negative light. Now, check this out. So, who have the pundits been that have been the only people that have been just trot out on CNBC over and over? And I'm talking about the ones that are their regulars. It's Anthony Pompliano, it's Mike Novogratz, and it's the guy from Fundstrat, Tom Lee. Every one of them are Bitcoin and Ethereum maxis. Every single one of them. And you think that's a coincidence? Well, watch Thomas Lee. This is, I can't remember the date on this, but watch him.
And we're going to end this with Ripple versus Bitcoin Cash.
I think Bitcoin Cash over Ripple. Because, I think it's going to make Bitcoin Cash has some unique features relative to Bitcoin, so there's some merits to owning it.
Right. Are you telling me now, folks? You're all a lot of the. There's a reason that most of the people in the XRP community are the sharpest. They get it. Okay, they get how the real world works. Are you telling me that Tom Lee truly does not believe that XRP is worthy of investing, and truly does not believe that there's any reason to own it? The fact that he said that, because we've never accused any of these guys of being stupid, the fact that he says that, and he's got that smirk on his face, tells me everything I need to know. I'm telling you, these people they knew something that the public didn't know, in my opinion, because they've been saying that it never made any sense to me for years now. It never made any sense to me, but now that we get the Ethereum free pass and we get and the SEC sues Ripple, now under that light. If at the beginning of his statement, or the beginning of every conversation Novogratz ever had on there, or the beginning of every time Pont went on there and didn't understand why Ripple, he just did, when he interviewed Brad Garlinghouse, he just didn't understand why, he didn't understand XRP, and their line was always, well, Ripple, the company's great, I just don't understand XRP. Well, I don't think any of them didn't understand it. You have to ask yourself the question, what did they know that the public did not know? That's the question. Because it's easy to understand XRP. Very easy to understand. These aren't dumb guys. Which is why you have to ask the questions. Here's another question, folks. How many years did we watch the ICOs being issued? All of them were being issued off of Ethereum back in 2017, 18. All of them. Why did the SEC not go after the root of the problem? The root of the problem was Ethereum. Ethereum was where they were all being launched. Instead, they would just pick one here and there, and they'd go after this ICO and this ICO. Why not go and shut down Ethereum? Or go after Ethereum? Well, now they've done the exact same thing, folks. This is from ProCoin News right here. SEC starts investigation of the NFT market over potential securities violations. Folks, what have we seen for the last 2 years? NFTs being issued left and right. SEC sits there silent, lets them be issued. What were they being issued off of? Ethereum. Pretty much all of them off of Ethereum.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.